Cage Warriors 100 has a main event. Alright, firstly, Cage Warriors 100. Congratulations to Cage Warriors to getting number 100. I think that's fantastic on the UK MMA scene to show their consistency, even though they had a little stopgap between. But the main event is with me right now, Jack Shaw. Firstly, how cool is that? Cage Warriors 100, main event, title fight. How awesome!
Doesn't get much bigger, really, does it? You know, biggest card in history, monumental event, 100, and the people's main event is the actual main event this time, just like that. So we're all happy with that.
And it's in Wales, so it's like, what could it's just get all? It's just perfect. Perfect
Timing, perfect scenario, and on Saturday we just get the perfect result.
Well, I was going to say, because we, being the right word, because it's not just you from your gym competing on the card, there's a cluster of you. So is everyone feeling good? How's the whole camp? How is everyone feeling in the gym?
Yeah, the gym's buzzing. Obviously, as soon as we heard, we was actually training for the last fight. A couple of us fought on the last card when we heard that 100 was going to be in Cardiff. So straight away, you know, we was all clicking to get on there, and we all knew we had to perform on the previous card, obviously in our spot, and thankfully we did. The gym's buzzing. Obviously, everyone's can't wait to get on this card. Even the amateur boys who've been lucky enough to get a slot on there, you know, it doesn't get much bigger for them really as an amateur. But especially as pro boys, you know, there's going to be a lot of eyes on this card, so it's a great opportunity for us to showcase that, you know, despite being a small gym in the Welsh Valley, that we're at a very high level.
Yeah, I agree. And let's just talk about then the build up to this, because I've got to say, that was one of the most awkward things I've seen when they got you and Mike together at the last event, and then I think it was Layla that Ashes went, "So, how's it gonna go?" And why would you ask them that? What do you think they're gonna say? I think he's got it. If I'm honest with you, he's well hard. Yeah, nah, you've got it, mate. You're well hard. What was that about?
I think they baited us in because I don't know what they told Mike, but they told me the original plan was to come watch, obviously, the Birmingham show, and they wanted us to do a sort of like a first stare-off thing. I don't know if me, Mike, and Graham in the cage, and that was all I was told. About 20, I do the meet and greet. I was on part of the meet and greet, and then about 20 minutes before that, they were like, "Oh, by the way, you and Mike are going to be on 8 together." I said, "What?" They say, "Yeah, you're just going to do a little interview." So I thought, "Oh, here we go." So but in fairness, I was expecting him to badmouth me live on TV, but he kept it fairly respectful, in fairness. So.
Yeah. Oh, it cracked me up, that did. Oh, I think everyone at home was watching it going, don't ask how the fight's going to go. Don't ask how the fight... Oh, they did it.
And then they asked Dan Hardy as well then, who do you think's going to win, Dan?
Yeah, so Dan he's trying to be as diplomatic as anyone going, well, Jack wants to keep it short, Mike wants to get on the ground, it's going to be a great fight. Adverts, anything, someone set off a smoke, I don't know, anything go off, fire alarm, help me. Oh man, it was good. It was made for like it was like The Office, the TV show The Office, where it's like that kind of awkward humour. Oh, it just was brilliant. But obviously you saw Mike a couple of times. Of course you've probably seen him. So he could compete. Likes his grappling. Loves to get the guys down, get on top. You know, be heavy on top. One of the things though I feel that's a kind of advantage for you is the fact that you've played around with Nad Narimani, who is a gorilla. He's a monster with the grappling, man. So I would like to think that you've experienced having he's similar, like he's not different massive weight classes, Nad, so you're kind of used to someone like close to your weight being an absolute gorilla on top, so it's not something that's going to be, I'd say, new to you, so you're kind of used to tricks, and Nad's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He's a great grappler. And
well, you know, I've had good few rounds with Nads, and not this camp, but in the past, you know, he's a high-level wrestler, high-level black belt. So, you know, they seem to think I'm going to be not ready for it, but trust me, I'll be more than ready. I've been sparring with Brett Johns every week for this camp. You know, as far as takedown and top pressure goes, it doesn't get no better than Brett, in my opinion. You know, that guy's doing that to people in the top 10 of the UFC. So, you know, all my prep and guys in my gym as well. You know, we got an amateur guy, Jack Tucker. he's only had 8-9 amateur fights. But you had him on top of it. He's a force to be reckoned with his wrestling and his grappling from top. So I'm more than prepared. I'm more than ready. I know the level I'm at, and on Saturday that's just going to show.
Well, I was about to mention Brett as well, because I noticed a lot of pictures with Brett and you guys training together. Is that just because you guys just reached out to each other? Is because the fight? Because he's obviously doing Polares the day after. So is it just he came just for the? Did he do the sparring as well as the grappling bits with you? What was the kind of link there?
Well, me and Brett are quite friendly. We've trained together a lot in the past. I've trained with Brett for a couple of fights. He's a great guy, and he's always happy to help me out. And I gotta be fair to him. We got a lot of respect for each other. So I just reached out to him and said, any chance of some sparring? And he's got no ego at all, Brett. When you think he's a top 10 or top 15 ranked UFC fighter in the division, he could have told me to get stuff, or he could have said, yeah, but, we get on well, and he's very high level. It's great sparring for me, and I like to think that I'm good sparring for him as well. Obviously, I'm at a good level myself, and I think we both benefit from the rounds, and it's definitely something I've took a lot of pros and a lot of positives from sparring him. I think if I can half cope with some of the pressure Brett's put on me, then I'll be fine on fight night. And obviously, it's something I'm going to look to continue to do with him now moving forward as well. Is staying in touch and obviously training once or twice a week with Brett, because me and him sparring together is only going to do good things for both of us, I think.
I agree 100%, and I love Brett the bit. I've met him a few times as well. I know the great kind of guy he is, and he is one of those guys. He's not Mr. Big Time. He doesn't, he's got the, let's say he's got the status. He's not. He's literally the same guy from the Valleys. He's not. He's no different. If anything, he just spends a bit more on his coats.
Yeah, I said that. He's a lot better dressed than what he was saying. That's the only difference. He's still the same guy I met. Well, I first sparred him back in 2014. So and he's exactly the same now as he was then. He's a real good guy. One of the good guys in Welsh MMA.
Yeah, he's definitely flying the flag and doing great for you guys. So let's talk about Mike as a fighter then. Obviously, he comes from a solid camp himself. Did you know about Mike pre his debut in the UFC? Cage Warriors. Sorry, did you know much about him on the regional scene? Did you hear about him? Because obviously, not a lot of guys pay too much attention in their weight class. They obviously focus on themselves. That's the job to do. Did you know much about him anyway?
Yeah, I knew a little bit about him even before he signed with Cage Warriors. I know the first fight I seen of him was when he fought on the Bellator card. He had a TKO win, but it was a freak accident. The guy posted his arm out and popped his elbow or something. But that was when I first heard of him. But I knew he was, I always keep a little eye on the rankings and stuff like that. And I knew he was coming up through. And then obviously he signed the Cage Warriors. And as soon as he signed, I thought I seen he was fighting Ed Arthur. And I thought chances are that I'll be fighting the winner of that fight, end of this year, beginning of the next. And that was what I had in my head. And obviously it played out that way. So no, I wouldn't say I've been keeping my eye on him for a long time, stalking him more. But
Facebook stalk.
I knew he was game. So it's going to be a good fight. It's a fight I'm confident in, but it's going to be one for the fans as well. I think it's going to be a real clash of styles.
Yeah, and I was going to say, because it was a shame though with Ed Arthur announcing retirement after it, and man, I was absolutely gutted about that. I was really looking forward to, I spoke to Ed before it all, and I was really looking forward to seeing what he could have done in Cage Warriors. I thought one fight and you're stepping away, man. I thought there's more in your head. There's way more fighting, Ed. I
think I've seen online it's more to do with he's starting a business or something like that. Or he's starting a gym or something like that.
Yeah, didn't have time, yeah. And that's a big factor of it.
But I think he just probably wants for a bit. I don't think he's retiring because his body can't do it anymore or whatever. Perhaps he's fell out of love with the sport a little bit. He's been around a long time, Ed, fighting top guys for a long time. So, you never know, he can come back, but he's still, he's not an old guy, is he? He's late 20s, so if he did want to come back, time's on his side.
Oh, I hope so. He's a great addition to Cage Warriors, I thought. He's a great guy as well. So Cage Warriors 100, they're doing some great promotional work, and even Graham's stated Graham posted on Twitter about they're kind of going to try and put to shame what the UFC did with the Baba O'Reilly and stuff like that. So it looks like they're putting a bit of a showcase on with Cage Warriors, not just the fight card itself. They're doing a bit of the production, and this is a step forward with the promotion, of course. Do you feel that you can now be kind of like a poster boy? Is that what you feel like now with that? Because you kind of get that status of where you're up to in your career, and is that something that you kind of have as an advantage to get yourself out there to the public, to get people know you more?
Yeah, obviously they're growing as a company. They're getting bigger, which is nice to see. I think honestly in a couple of years they'll be more of a competitor with the UFC rather than a feeder show. But obviously, you know, with my record with them, and obviously I've been with them for about years, something like that. So I'm quite well known to people who are regularly paid while you're watching. I have a long thing like a main event. I'm going to get a little bit extra push, especially in Wales. You know, I've got a big following in Wales. So it's nice for me, you know, it gets my name up there, it gets more people talking about me, more people looking out for the next time I'm fighting. So it only does good things for me, you know. I gotta thank them for that really, because you know without the promotional push and obviously on BT Sports and Fight Pass stuff like that, I probably wouldn't have as big a following as I do. But I'm quite out there now because of that. They give me the performance, which is obviously good.
Oh, it's just getting a bit jittery at the moment for some reason, the connection. I don't know what's going on. The internet is having a bit of a wobble. Here we go. Give us a second. Bloody internet. Hey, technology people. Lets everyone down in life, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Can't we just go back to 2 paper cups and a bit of string? That's what we should do, folks. Alright. Well, what I was going to mention as well, Jack, was it's getting close to that seasonal time of year. Have you wrote your letter to Santa already to ask for something? Have you already asked for something for a bit early Christmas present? Have you?
Yeah, no, I don't need to ask. The only thing I've asked Santa for is a pizza and some cake for after the fight. Don't worry about the belt. Belt in the fight, I can cover that. You just cover the food and help me get fat afterwards.
What about a bit of hair for your dad?
He's a lot more. I don't think any amount of letters is going to bring his hair back. But yeah.
Hey, look, I can't wait for the fight. It's going to be absolute. Look, I can't wait for the fight card, to be honest with you, because they've absolutely nailed it. You know, the whole fight card is disgustingly good, and obviously top it off with yourself against Mike. Before I let you go, give us a mention of your social media, Jack. Let people know where to follow you, join you, and obviously, you know, follow you on this fight this weekend, and obviously going after into the new year with a new adventure and new challenges.
Jack Show MMA on Twitter and Instagram, and my Facebook page is just Jack Tank Show. Get on there. I'm pretty active on social media, especially over Christmas. Now there'll be a lot of food pictures if that's your thing. So give me a little follow, and I'm sure I'll keep you entertained.
Elasticated waist will be the word of the
Another notch on the belt.
And then, what about your sponsors that help you out in the fight camps and people out there who support you?
As always, big thanks to all my teammates at Tulare Combat, my coaches Richard Shaw, Carl Parker, Gary Lockett, my S&C coach Greg Carlo, Big GC. Big shout out to him as well, who does my nutrition as well. And also all my sponsors. There's too many of them for me to name individually. I'll forget someone. But if you go on my social media, the banner and everything, they're always all over there. You know, I'm always promoting my sponsors because they're really good to me. And they allow me to do this, you know, full time and pursue it rather than have to do a job alongside it. So I'm very fortunate because of those guys. So give them a follow as well.
Fantastic. Look, have a great weight cut. As much as they're not fun, enjoy it as best you can. Netflix and doing nothing, awesome. But mate, honestly, have a great fight. Enjoy your Christmas time, and thanks very much for coming on and joining me.
No problems, John. Thanks for having me on.